So I've had some problems with my fifth wheel hitch, which I thought were caused by chucking, where the trailer sets in and it's got a lot of slack in the jaws there. And I found out that it wasn't chucking. I have a Reese fifth wheel hitch built in 1995. Here's some information on it. The problem I had was, of course, this Reese tilts backwards and forwards and left and right with that pivot pin here, and most of the designs have that pivot pin. But then I had an I-beam right here. What I found out was I had a lot of slack back and forth between where the casting of the hitch head goes into this I-beam here. And the only way I could take out the slack, the back and forth slack between the casting and the I-beam, was to shim it. The best thing I found for the shim was this. It's a Dana 44 pinion shim for a 87 Jeep Cherokee that I had laying around. That's the same diameter as the casting where the pivot shaft slides in, and I had different variations of this thicknesses. So what I did was I just used a filler gauge or these shims, and I felt it until I found the one that was the tightest to get in, that I could tap down with the screwdriver and get the head to go all the way back down into the I-beam here. And once that was done, I got it in. I put the pivot pin in from this direction, changed up my direction a little bit, and hammered it in until I got to this back section here. And I had to move the head around a little bit, but I hammered the pivot pin all the way in. And now all my slack back and forth from the front of the truck to the back of the truck is gone. I don't have any more slack. I have left and right movement just fine. It's extremely tight tolerances now that I've gone to this Dana 44 pinion shim, and that fixed my problem in my hitch. I pull a trailer that's about it's an open range 295 FBH, so I think it's around 11 or 12K, and I had adjusted the brakes and everything to try to stop the chucking or the knocking I always get on stop and starting. And I haven't pulled the trailer yet, but I believe this is going to fix my problem. This is extremely tight tolerances now. I have left and right movement in it. Excuse me, front and back movement. Left and right movement is very tight, which I would prefer. So we'll have to try it and see how it goes. But that's how I fixed this this Reese hitch here. Used just plain old Dana 44 shims between the casting and the metal I-beam. Hope this helps someone. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe, please.